Guys, welcome to my second video reaction. I'm probably gonna do this a series where I react to some certain videos, and this one is gonna be on my man Preston Racing 11's video if Kyle Larson returns in 2021. And I know I'm never gonna mention Kyle Larson anymore, but he's just gonna bring his thoughts, and I'm just gonna voice my opinion on it. And yeah, Preston Racing, please don't get offended of what I'm gonna say, because, I'm just telling the truth, so please don't get offended and get mad at me just for me telling the truth. So, here we go. Before we begin, yes, it's at 2 times, because I watch some videos at 2 times.
So, there's this one driver in NASCAR that earlier this year, around Easter, this driver said the N-word. And this driver could make a return in 2021. Now, this driver was my second or third favorite driver.
He better not return to that. He better not return to that 14 car. I just want him out of NASCAR for good. I don't want him anywhere near NASCAR.
Earlier this season, he drove a number 42 before Matt Kenseth did back when the pandemic happened. For 4 races this season before the COVID-19 virus pandemic, this driver, Kyle Larson, was driving this car. And then Matt Kenseth is currently in this 42 right now.
We know that we were not born yesterday. Just saying.
Now, Kyle Larson will not be returning to Chevrolet because of him saying the N-word.
Yeah, because people over at Chevrolet got offended. Like this one dude with a beard who shows up in every single Chevrolet commercials talks about how much Chevy has 5-star ratings, da-da-da. That guy, he probably got offended. The one who appears in most Chevy commercials.
Which was a mistake, and that's very racist.
It was not a mistake. He knew he said that. He knew he did that. I know he did own up to it, but I still don't forgive him. Because I'm black, believe it or not. Because honestly, I don't think Larson should be even forgiven for what he did. And he once sat up there up to his fans, trying to act like he's sorry for it, and yet half of his fans forgive him, and the other half, which is probably more than a half, like me, started he just didn't want to deal with people because Larson knew what he did. Even though he owned up to it, I still don't like him.
And a lot of people are saying that you should never forgive Kyle Larson if you said the N-word.
But it's true. Never forgive anybody that says the N-word. I know this may not sound true, but only if you're black and if you're older, you can say the N-word. No whites, you do not, not even in a rap song. Not even in a rap song. So, yeah.
I mean, Larson's white, okay?
We know that.
I mean, Kyle Larson, I am neutral with Kyle Larson right now, but
Oh, is it because you forgive him for saying the N-word? Forgiving any NASCAR drivers, even Crown No Talent Bush, for saying the N-word. And when it comes to Bubba Wallace or Brad Keselowski, you don't forgive him.
I might like Kyle Larson again, just because of what he has been done before he said Kyle Larson, I am neutral with Kyle Larson right now, but I think I might like Kyle Larson again.
No, please. I'm begging you, please. Every single time you got opinion changes, 2 to 3 days later, you go back and, just saying, not trying to offend you, but I'm just telling the truth, so not trying to offend you.
What he has been done before he said the N-word. But remember what Jeremy Clements? He said the N-word, and he runs perfectly fine.
I did not know Jeremy Clements said the N-word. I don't believe that. Oh yeah, this one time in 2018 when Roush Fenway Racing, Connor Daly made his Cup Series debut, and there was supposed to be this one sponsor on his car, but they left because one of the people Jeremy Clements personally knows, or the team of Roush, somebody that works with Connor Daly, said the N-word.
I like Jeremy Clements. He's one of my drivers in my like list in the NASCAR Xfinity Series right now.
So what you're telling us, that you like any drivers that say the N-word? Racist!
So my reaction to Kyle Larson comes back is I'm glad that Kyle Larson will be coming back to the sport.
No, I know. No. Multiple whites are going to be cheering him on, while multiple blacks are going to be booing him. Us blacks will be going for Bubba and booing for Kyle Larson. I don't want Kyle Larson in the 14. I don't want him nowhere. I'd like if he is gonna return to NASCAR, he is gonna return to Rick Ware Racing. I want him in that 51 car. I want him in the DNQ list.
And what Larson did was very racist and all,
We knew about that.
but you should at least give people second chances.
No, we don't give people who say the N-word second chances. No, I personally know if they say the N-word, I never give them second chances. Not even one time. Like, never. I would never forgive anybody that says the N-word, because in one of my videos, in my Kyle Larson videos, like, yes, it is popular. I said that, like, if Kyle Larson said the N-word to the wrong person, he would get slapped, if not beaten, and I don't blame the person who, beats up Kyle Larson.
And that's what Tony Stewart's gonna do to Kyle Larson.
No, please. I don't want Tony Stewart hiring Kyle Larson. Why would Tony Stewart, who gets mad over driver stupidity, allow a driver who said the N-word to give him a second chance? People who say the N-word don't deserve a second chance. Except for ghetto people.
I mean, look at this. Kurt Busch, he's done something bad in the past, and he's one of my favorite drivers.
I don't remember.
Kyle Busch has did something bad in the past.
Oh, he's done multiple things in the past, and you forgive him about that. Even the Dale Jr. incident, Chase Elliott incident, although what Kyle Busch did was on purpose, and you claim it's hard racing. About the Bubba situation, when he dumped Michael McDowell, you hated him, and yet when Kyle did the same, you call it hard racing. So, anytime Kyle Busch wrecks drivers, is hard racing. Other than Kyle Busch, if anybody wrecks other drivers, he hates them. I'm just saying, Preston, not trying to offend you. This is not a parody video. I'm just speaking out the truth. Like, I'm not trying to, offend no one. Like, I'm just telling the truth. Because if there's any arguments, I'm staying out of it. I cannot afford to be getting in trouble for getting involved in any internet wars whatsoever. Not to mention, I'm 15 and I'm too young to be getting into all these arguments.
Something bad back in 2011, and he still runs perfectly fine. If Kyle Larson can do that, maybe he can be back inside my top 5 next season.
No.
So, I'll be happy if Kyle Larson comes back. He runs in.
I won't. Larson does come back. He's going to be one of my hated drivers with Kyle No Talent Busch, Denny No Talent Busch. Both of those drivers like to dump drivers and act like it's not their fault. Oh yeah, that Kyle Busch versus Chase Elliott at Darlington was Kyle's fault. He just acts like he owns up to it.
He wasn't dirt after when he said the N-word, but I believe Ross Chastain or someone else, like, I'm not sure who will go the 42, but my prediction is probably going to be Ross Chastain. I mean, I like Ross Chastain.
I think Bubba Wallace will go to the 42. I think it's official that Bubba's going to the 42. I would like it if I see Bubba in the 42. And yes, I like Bubba because he's black. And that noose incident offended me as a black person. And
so, yeah, guys, Kyle Larson. I'm gonna be happy if Larson returns. Hopefully, he goes to Storehouse Racing. He goes to the 14 car. I still like Clint Boyer. I'll just be really happy if Kyle Larson can go to Storehouse Racing.
No.
Or Toyota. I only go to Toyota because Christopher Bell's already going.
How could Kyle Larson go to Toyota? Joe Gibbs Racing won't even accept Kyle Larson. Because A, there's already a Kyle in there, which is no talent. B, they were aware of him saying the N-word. And C, they just won't accept him.
20, and I believe Kyle Larson now is my prediction to go to the number 14.
No.
So, guys, could Kyle Larson go to the 14? Honestly, Kyle Larson is a good choice. Kyle Larson is a really...
It is not a good choice. He should just stay out of NASCAR and just go back to dirt track racing. Go to USAC or something. Race with Casey Kane or something. Like, I don't want him anywhere near NASCAR because of that N-word incident, because there are, like, a bunch of, like, like, some black folks who are into NASCAR, they heard about the Kyle Larson incident. They heard about the Bubba Wallace noose incident. And, and for 2 straight months, we had racial stuff going on. First, it was Larson, as you mentioned, saying the N-word. Second one was that George Floyd incident. And then it was the Bubba Wallace noose incident. I'm not going to mention what a noose is. And, yeah.
Choice for the 14 car right now. So, what do you guys think? Should Kyle Larson go to the 14?
I don't. I mentioned this a million times. I don't want him in Stewart-Haas Racing ever since the N-word incident, because, I don't, like, I don't tolerate people who say the N-word. Because if Kyle Larson did say the N-word to me, I would have slapped him. And if y'all don't believe me, y'all watch. If Kyle Larson does say the N-word to me, I'll do something like slap him.
Let me know in the comments. And, well, guys, I will see you in the next one. And I could be doing a stop motion race next. Stop motion short next.
Please do.
Peace out.
Alright, this is the outro. This is what Preston Racing should have done.